I went ahead and made the mistake of cutting out a strip of this because I thought I had to, but you do not. Now the rollers that I got are from BAL Accu-Slide. I found them online. These are the 3/4 inch high. And what that means, that's 3/4 inch high from the bottom of this plate here, right here, to the top of this. It's actually like 76/100ths. They do not want them put on this way. The only way you get your 3/4 inch or your 1/2 inch is measured from here to the top of the roller. They have to go on this way. The instructions from BAL are, you can get it from their printout. You can get a printout from their website, and it is vague, but they do tell you to use 5 screws, number 10 or 12, and you may have to do some drilling on these a little bit, but use 5 screws with sealing washers to hold this to the side of the floor. So I went ahead and cut mine out by mistake, thinking it had to slide into the whole place here. Like this section is gone, like that, but that's not the case. Now on measuring the wear bar, you can clearly see here, it is 3/4 inch with a little pressure. And it might be smooshed out some. It's probably got less than 300 cycles on it. Not too bad. Wear bars were actually in good shape, and none of my slide outs, they're both 12-footers. None of them done any scooting or jumping, but you can see they're in pretty good shape. So now's the time to do this. So by cutting this out, I'll take you out to the RV and I'll show you what we're dealing with. The only proper way to get this to be 3/4 inch is I would have to go in there and cut this whole strip out right here and eliminate it, because the 3/4 inch is from the top of the floor. The actual floor, the top of the surface where this underside is laying on. So if you measure this, the thickness of this, I thought it was 1/8. It's not. It's actually just a 1/16 inch, just a little bigger than a 1/16 inch. Not too terrible. But according to the instructions, they just want you to eliminate the seal. It comes up here. I'll show you the seal out here in just a second. You'll take your box cutter and carefully remove that seal. Don't go no wider than you have to. And you're to lay him on top and hold him in and down and apply your 5 screws like that. So that clearly should put the rollers just a little more than a 1/16 inch higher than the wear bar. But I think in the end, when you get everything tightened down and the weight settles, the more your wear bar is wore down, then it will apply to you even more so. This one is almost basically a new one, because there's no way, without taking the slide out, you're going to be able to get up there and cut this. Now you're perfectly in line, the same height as your wear bar. And by cutting this out, I open myself up to a big gap in there that's right into the carpet. So what I'm going to do, when the slide comes out all the way, I can just lift up my carpet. I'm going to get some self-sticking weather strip, some of the foam. You can get it 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and I'm going to glue a channel here. I'm going to come here with it. I'm going to come out here. I'm just going to make kind of a U, kind of a corral. I'm going to come out here, over here, and up here, and connect it. Now I should have some kind of a seal from the outside, just to keep bugs and stuff out. Let's go outside and take a look. But anyway, you can clearly see here, guys, where I cut. But this is the seal. You're going to just bring him down like that. And you're going to cut him. When you do put your brackets, look on this back side and make sure you're clear to come all the way. It'll come up to here. So you got this propane apparatus and some electrical there coming up. So you're definitely going to have to stay. Well, you can even see where they've cut it out right there. So you're going to be able to stay away from that area. I'll probably go just on the other side of that area. Well, let's hold him up there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, I went ahead and cut the whole strip off. When I mount my next one, all I'm going to do is get a good cut on this right here above this hard plastic strip here is just soft rubber. You can see here. I'm going to just cut him off like that. Cut out the width of one of these rollers and put him up there, but that'll take place over there. This one I made a mistake of cutting out, and I wish I hadn't. But when the room's all the way out, I'm going to be able to, I got to build some kind of a weatherproof seal back there behind that. Otherwise, when this is in like this, it's going to be just like that. Now, I will have to jack this up. I don't have it jacked up right now, but I'll jack it up where I clearly can get this in all the way. You want to get a good 90-degree fit on this right here. See the 90 degrees? You really don't have much to work with. That's not a very long shoulder to get that up on there. But that's what it's going to look like, and there's plenty of room that will not hit any of this back here. And when I get that brought up like that, I'm going to do something to fill in these gaps the best I can. Because you have a gap on the back side, although it's not very much. You can see my finger there. That's the gap on the back side. So any insects and cold will be able to come up through that crack and migrate its way right into your living room. But it's a huge improvement. Just think about this. What if they would have done this from the factory? A professional way. It's not difficult. It's not expensive. I bought 10 of these, 5 on each 12-foot slide. 10 of these shipped from California was $176. I would have paid hundreds if Keystone would have just had these in place. I worried about this wear bar from the moment I bought it, but I'm glad they did come out with a fix. But also what you got to think about, I've got this piece of plastic cut off right here. I've got that cut out. So when I put my next one up and I cut this weather strip out of the way, I'm going to be laying my bracket on top of that. Now, if that strip was there right now, I would not be able to get this in there at all. The only reason I can do it with the slide not being jacked up is because that little more than 1/16 inch thick piece of plastic is gone. Now, that's what it should be. BAL Accu-Slide, they want this not to take the weight of the slide. All they want it to do is assist the wear bar. As the wear bar wears down, then these start picking up more and more weight. And everybody's situation might be a little bit different. It seems like these campers, it's just, you pay your money and you take your chances. Let's go inside and I'll show you what the instructions are saying. Okay, now if you call BAL Accu-Slide, it's BAL by Norco Industries Accu-Slide. They've got a nice website, and you can call them up and she will email you links, hot links, and PDFs. You can see here slide, skipping, jumping, or jerking. Skipping is caused by the wear bar, and that's something I want to show here. This wear bar, as you can see, it's got this strip on it. And I think what happens after thousands of cycles, when this strip here, it will come out. Of course, it can't come out. It's locked in there. You got all the weight on it, 1,000 or 1,500 pounds. So you got all that weight on this, and as it wears, you're getting down to these vertical supports here. And I think it starts catching on these, and then you have 4 more. You got these vertical supports, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 for the 2 that's coming up out of the floor, and these 4. And once that gets to a point, I think when they start wearing out and it starts separating, and this part is gone. When that's gone, now I think these verticals, they start digging into the fabric, whatever they call that black material. It'll start digging in, and I think that's when you get your rubbing, jerking, and skipping around. Back to the instructions. They tell you to measure the height of the wear bar to determine which rollers you need. They're either 1/2 or 3/4. Do not use 3/4 inch rollers with 1/2 inch thick wear bars. And basically the instructions on putting them in, use a pry bar or a jack. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use a jack. Notch out the wiper seal. That's the one that's real flexible that you can look out and see the wear bar. They just want you to notch that out on the bottom rough opening edge where the rollers will be installed. And they want you to come 1 inch from the edge if you can. Put one in the center. Utilize the roller chart. I measured the inches on it. I was at 135 inches, so I'm using 5. They recommend 5. And then, to be sure, that's how they want it. Use 5 number 10 screws for each roller assembly. Secure the roller bracket to the bottom of the rough opening. It tells you how to measure it. On the 3/4, it measures 7/8 hundredths. So we're just a little bit over 3/4 of an inch. I think that amounts to about 30 thousandths. And then on the, you can see this on the 1/2 inch is 56. So they want it just slightly more to where it starts assisting the wear bar, even if it was a brand new wear bar, a full 1/2 inch or a full 3/4 inch. Always use a minimum of 3 rollers. The end rollers should be placed no more than 7 1/4 inch from their center to the edge of the rough opening. So that's a key thing to remember there. It is recommended that you place rollers under any heavily loaded areas of the slide out, like your residential fridge, and I have one on that side. Now, to me, this is the most critical thing on these rollers. Skipping is typically caused by the wear bar, which need assisted by rollers. The rollers are not intended to support the weight of the room, but to assist the wear bars. Now, to me, that's a key piece of information. This is to assist in the wear bar. And the way we're putting them on, it's going to be slightly higher, but I still think it's going to be about a 1/16 of an inch higher. And there's no getting away from that, because to make it really assist with the wear bar, this needs to be removed. This guy right here needs to come off, and you're not going to get him out. So the next best thing is to put him on top and screw it down. Depends on your application. Now this is only for BAL Accu-Slide. Lippert makes some rollers. Lippert makes slides. There's all kind of manufacturers making these slides, and they all have different roller assemblies. Some of them, the slide has to be out, and this is on a flat bracket, and it's just mounted right onto the floor with no side at all. To me, that would be ideal. This in conjunction with a wear bar built from the factory. I've read a lot of comments in the forums where guys are telling you that they went to the RV garage, to the dealership, and they're telling them buy rollers that are at least 1/8 of an inch above the wear bar, higher than the wear bar. And one guy was even told to buy rollers that are a full 1/4 inch above the wear bar. And I read where one even went 1/2 inch above. Well, to me, that's when anytime you go above the wear bar, what stands to reason, now the rollers are taking all the weight. And these rollers, unless they break or split out, they're not going to wear out like a roll bar. So they're going to support that weight all the time. And if the screw structure will support the weight of your slide out, you're not going to have any problem there. But again, figure out what you got, who manufactured your slide out, what kind of wear bars you got, and do your research and go from there, and just try to make the best educated decision you can. But I'm going to follow BAL as close as I can on this one. I think anything I do is going to be better, but I'm definitely going to have peace of mind knowing that the rollers are there to assist with the wear bars, even though I think they're going to be setting a little bit higher than what would be considered ideal. If they do wear down, then of course the OEM wear bar will be there to assist. Well, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comment section. And the main thing is travel safe out there. Have a good one.